So basically the first step is going to be that I'm going to create a new component with both the chart section and the message section. So yesterday I built, I worked on a timer. So the overview gets refreshed like every 30 seconds, or if I send a message like every 5 seconds, and so on. And therefore I now want to refresh the whole section and not only the message section, because the chart section is kind of based upon the messages. Not 100%, but most likely, because every message which gets sent in is also going to put into the database. So the water level is basically read out of the message text or message box of the JSON string. Yes. That's probably it. Let's see. So the first step is going to I'm going to see whether I can easily put them together in one component, or if I have to code something else. But the first step, so I'm going to create a new component. Maybe like, I don't know, how am I going to call it? It's a component. I would say it's not loading. Chart and water level section. Chart and message section, basically. Not quite sure if I can work on those buttons. So maybe if I do this section as a component and can reuse it for multiple scenarios, because I also have this scenario that I want to read out or read other values than the water level. And so I can maybe reuse it in a different scenario, but not quite sure if I can do this. So, well, let's just try it, I guess. Chart and message water level. So we are just going to do it for one scenario and maybe work on others later on. I guess it's okay for now. It's okay for now. Let's go for this. So chart and message water level section, or water level. Delete this and go for code behind file. Where is it? I can't use code behind files while it's used. Or while I'm in debug mode. Oh, I have to go on the components folder. New Razor component. Did I copy the name? No. Chart and message water level. .razor.cs. So I have a code behind file. Oh, no, not razor.razor. Razor.cs. CS. Yes. I don't want. Yeah, that's good. So basically I need the message container section. I don't need that yet. I need the overview block. And then we are maybe able to use it and put it together. So let's just work on it. So we need this part, input topic and preview. We need both diff areas. So we're gonna put this area into here. And this is not going to work because of, not sure why it's not working, but maybe because of this. Maybe I need the data. But I also need to include the components, right? Using smart home project dot components. Is this correct? Or am I not able, because I'm in the code behind that file. Obviously, it's not working. I need to go into this. And now it's working. We need the steps. So now we need this refresh timer interval, right? Start timer, refresh timer. Yeah, this is good. Use this and put it into the code behind file, but I have to public partial class, wait, or namespace, okay. Namespace, which namespace? Well, let's just reset this back to normal and just copy and pasta out of here. Let's just go for this and go for this and this. Not quite sure why it's not working. It's a Razor CS file. Or am I wrong? C#. Maybe it's not working. Let's see. No, it's not working so far. I don't know. Oh, maybe I can do this. Let me copy the name. And then remove this file and go for this new C# class, or just do this, and maybe it's not working. Yeah, now it's working. I don't know why, but component base. Public partial class. That's the right one. So now we can say protected void protected async task on initialized async. Yeah, and now we can go for the copy and paste thing. We need the timer. The timer is going in here. This stuff up here. And the timer is getting started up on opening or initializing, and also on async task on parameters set async. It's also going to be used. So the refresh water interval, private 30, private int refresh water interval. So this is going to be used for this section, right? Yes. Now we need the get irrigation water level section. Oh. Okay. I need this. Get irrigation system on click, and only one area where it is used. We take this, use it in here, but before we are going to use this, we need an inject of MQTT message service. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to call it, but this right here, we need irrigation system. Send message via MQTT. We need subscribe to topics, load messages, load water levels. Yeah, we need load water levels to chart. Load water levels to chart. Basically, this is going to be on initialized and on both scenarios. Then we need this section. No? I think so. Initialize MQTT. On after render async. Okay, just do it on after render async. But we need to initialize this. The next step is in here. Yeah, low water levels, invoke void async. Yeah, we need the JS runtime method. But in before, thank you for the like. Thank you for the likes on the live video. And this is the first section. We need to initialize the MQTT stuff. But before starting the timer, MQTT client is good. and use this stuff. Currently, I'm working on combining those two components, which you can see. Well, you can roughly hardly see it, but those two components I'm going to combine now because I'm using a timer to refresh those components, and I don't want to use an individual component or timer for each section. I want to use one timer for both sections. Is that a website? It's going to be a web application for my smart home system. I'm currently working on a small smart home system, which I'm going to publish locally, and then I can do some stuff like currently I'm working on a irrigation system for small plants, and the current step is to read the water level of the tank or something else to ensure that the pump only pumps water to the plants if it has enough or if the water level is high enough. So I can check that easily. Yep, that's the current state or the current things I'm working on. I should maybe play some music. It's so quiet in here. Maybe do this. Initialized already used. Maybe initializing only when I click. So I need this stuff. Wait, first I need this. I need the 3 injects. That's the first thing I need. What are you working on? I'm working on a smart home system for my local network. And the current project, I'm not quite sure if you can see the picture on the top right. There's a small irrigation system where I can read the water levels and so on. And I wanna use or publish a website in my local network so I can check the status of my pump, check the water level, check the state of the plants or something else on my phone, computers or something else, and I don't have to be home if it's possible. That's the current state for my project. So I also need this service. Not quite sure if I need. That's cool. It's quite interesting to work on it, not gonna lie. It's fun, but sometimes I'm struggling a bit because I don't have that much time to investigate things. And it's sometimes really hard to focus on after work or after having a rough day. So I need more things. I need this. We got the settings. Initialize MQTT. And I want to initialize this after only if I'm only if I'm really starting to wait. I don't need that anymore. But now only if I press the button I want to initialize an MQTT session and not after each start of the website. I also work on Arduino projects. That's nice. it's quite interesting to work on some Arduino projects. It's like, it's good, and sometimes it's really rewarding if you do something easy, like only a blink of a lamp, or a motor spins while pressing a button on your phone or something else. And I like that, to be honest. That's fun. That's really fun. So I don't need this stuff, actually. I don't need an application message received yet. And I don't actually need this as well. But I'm not quite sure. It's really fun, yes. But sometimes I'm struggling a bit. So it feels like a never-ending story. I'm not quite sure if you're into that hardcore, but sometimes I'm tilted. So I'm gonna press the button, get irrigation system water level. And the first step is to get the config and initialize everything. And then I'm going to start a timer and something else. So this is the first thing. Initialize MQTT. I don't need to initialize anything if I didn't press any buttons yet. Count water level graphs. I do need this as well. Wait, so I need the on after render. This is the first thing I need. I don't need to load the water levels, only on after render async. If it's the first render, I want to load all water levels, but not on every reload or stage changed. That's why I'm going for this. Then I can remove this as well. If first render, this can stay if I need it. Subscribe to topics. I don't need that. I'm not quite sure if I need it. Not quite sure if I need to subscribe to any topics. Where is it? In here. Initialize, subscribe to topics. Not quite sure if I ever need to subscribe any topics. Because the first idea was to initialize an MQTT session every time the website is open, or while the website is open, an MQTT session is being held. But I would say it's too much work, because I won't get messages every 5 seconds or 10 seconds, maybe like, yeah, every 24 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, or something else. So basically a refresh interval is way more efficient. This is good, this is good. Then I need more variables. I need those two. Those two in here. Where is it? At the top. Going to put it in here. Yes. I need it in here. Water level graph, some parameters set async. Start timer, start time for refresh. Oh, start timer, right? It has to be start timer. Wait. Where is the start timer function? In here. Start timer. Now this is looking good. I don't need this. Not quite sure if I need this. Not quite sure if I need this or this. Maybe using the injects. Not sure if I use this. No, not gonna use this. I need the helper class. And that's all I'm going to need. So then I'm going back in here, the code behind fire. And I need the helper class, yes. I need this in here. Maybe at the top actually, not in here. Or maybe create a new model, but at first I'm not quite sure if I really need it. Just put it in here. And now it should actually work. I'm not quite sure, but state has changed. The state has changed. Parameter gets changed. Thank you for the likes on the live video. Thank you, thank you. I think this should work. But let's see. Maybe I broke everything. Could be a tough one. Reloading, so we got an error. Low water levels to chart. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course, I need to inject the component. Smart home project. This. I need to do this. Now it could work. Let's see. So the component gets rendered itself. And is not dependent to the upper parts. So this, let's see if it's getting refreshed every 30 seconds. I hope so. Would be bad if not. There's a timer here. And last time it got refreshed like every 30 seconds. And if I press the button like every 5 seconds for the next 1 minute. Yeah, it got refreshed. That's good. But not sure if this got refreshed, actually. Did it get refreshed? Well, let's see. I'm gonna send a new water level value. Like 2000 in here. After the next interval has passed. Nice, and now send it. Let's see if it arrives. It's not arriving yet, but maybe soon. Not yet. Okay, it's not working. I think my MQTT connection or my Raspberry Pi connection is kind of slow at the moment. Inject. Something is not working well. Now it got sent off. But it's not arriving. Okay. That's quite interesting. This is quite interesting. Not quite sure why it's not working. Messages got sent, but they didn't. They are not in the database, and I'm not sure why. I may have to do something else. Maybe test it again. Well, one message sent. It's not working. Not receiving any messages. Not receiving any messages. I think my MQTT connection is kind of broken. It's connected, but my application from my other application is not receiving any messages. I have two applications, one web application and one console application, and the console application logs every incoming messages in the different MQTT topics and puts the messages into the database. So I can save them for an offline usage or previews of recent data. Yeah, that's the current progress. But can I send messages? Let's see if messages going out. Or messages are going out, but no incoming messages. Ah, now a message came in. Okay, message came in. This part is not reloading yet. Not quite sure why, but let's see. Load water levels to charge. Water levels are in database. They are in the database, but I'm questioning myself right now. Maybe I do something else. Maybe I'm going to put in here 1.5K. Refreshing it. Well, now it got updated, but why? What's happening? Oh, if I read those values, it's getting updated. Okay, that's kind of weird. That's not good. But we will think about it later. So if I press this button, it should send a message. No message is sent. I think I need to reboot. No, message is going out. But no incoming messages. No incoming messages are locked. Maybe let's restart the Raspberry Pi and see if it helps. Sometimes the MQTT connection is kinda broken. New messages. Status changed. Okay, so yeah, my MQTT connection is really broken, or my Raspberry Pi is broken. This could be an option as well. I may have to restart the yeah. Well, I shut down the Raspberry Pi. Let's see if it helps in restarting it soon. And this could be a possible option. So Raspberry Pi is restarting. Yeah, let's see if I can connect. This is not working, right? Yeah, Node Red isn't working yet. Okay. I know that it's not working. That's quite obvious. Let's start Node Red and see if it's working. Again, reloading the page. So no incoming MQTT messages yet. Open the MQTT logger. And let's see if it's working now. Reloading this page. Going for this, and let's see. Okay, messages are incoming. Okay. But the chart didn't reload. The right side is reloading like every 6 seconds now and on. Can you zoom in on your VS Code? Code is barely readable. Let's see. I'm not sure if you have Twitch, but I'm also streaming it on Twitch. Therefore, it has a better resolution. But I could zoom in. I can try to zoom in a little bit more, but for me it's like I'm zoomed in 50 times, but I can also do something else. Yeah, I have the same name on Twitch. So basically go on there. Don't mind it, I have a German title at the moment. But as you already said it yesterday, I'm trying to speak in English and work on it. Okay. Well, it got reloaded. That's quite interesting. We are in here. Status say changed. Load water levels to chart, and those water levels are in those water levels. Yes, that is great. Thanks. And no problem. And feel free to write in both chats. I have both chats open. And let me know what's better for you. But I'm not quite sure. So the right part is updated like every 30 seconds. And if I press the button check water level, it's updated every 5 seconds for 1 minute. But currently the water levels are not being updated as well. Incoming messages are going to be updated, but not the chart. And I don't know why yet, but let's find it out. And let's put it back on. And let's see. Check. What is happening? Well, I have to fix something. I have to do something about this chart. What the hell? Okay, that's kind of weird. So if I press this button, the message section is going to be updated like every 7 seconds now, maybe 6 to 7 seconds. But the left side didn't get updated. This message came in right now. And this chart should have the message as well. But I'm not sure why it's not in here. Let's see if it's getting updated in like 30 seconds. Oh, I know why. Now I know why. It's getting updated in like 10 to 15 seconds. The chart should get updated. Let's see if it works. Look, it got updated. Okay. The problem is I have a different timer. This timer is used to check if he needs to reset the refresh interval of the right section. And I may have to use the same timer for both sections. So maybe let's look into the message container, close the Chrome browser, and see what I'm doing. I'm starting the timer, and after starting the timer, I'm refreshing a value, or I'm loading the messages. Is it possible for me to just say state has changed and then the bottom or the components inside get refreshed automatically? Let's see. I would say, right? So a second timer. Put the second timer in here. Start timer, and I need private timer current refresh timer. Refresh interval is refresh interval water level, right? I don't need to load this, I don't need to do this, but I need to invoke async state has changed. And if I do this, refresh timer dispose, this is going to go in here. It's getting reset in here. Load water levels to chart and state has changed. So maybe the the components inside this parent component get updated itself without changing anything else. So I may go for this start timer, start timer, start timer. Don't do this, and maybe update them itself. Let's see if it's working. This, and now this timer gets started whenever I press yeah, this state has changed, or refresh interval, refresh the bottom area. Not quite sure what's the best thing to do here. I'm starting the timer. Start timer for refresh interval on. Start timer for refresh interval. No, that's not good. I don't need it in here. No, I need start timer in here, but not start timer for refresh interval, right? On every refresh of the page, the timer gets started again. Is this correct? I'm not sure if it's good or bad. Maybe I should only initialize it on the start. Let's see if it works. So going to send a different value back to the system. Yes. Different value in here. It's not getting updated, right? So maybe I have to set a last refresh time. So maybe go for private string last refresh time, or date time last refresh time. Date time last refresh of component. Last refresh of component. Date time now. And this is getting updated whenever oh, actually, I don't need it. I just have to set the refresh interval water level. Oh. But I need to set the back to 30 seconds. Then it's getting updated. Datetime.now. And in here, last datetime.now. And I can use it I can use this stuff, last refresh of component, and this datetime is used in here. This get set now, and last refresh time in here. Last refresh. What? What did I do? That is not working. Public and parameter and last refresh. No, last refresh. Yes, and this is in last refresh. Is last refresh of component. I don't need the refresh interval in here. And whenever I do this, I don't need this anymore. And it should work now, from my understanding. Let's see. Let's see if it's working. Okay, I have an error. Last refresh is not known in this context. Last refresh. Yes. Start it over. Again. Oh, thank you for the roses. Well, I can't read your name too many numbers, but thank you. Hab dich. Ehre. Ach, Ole. Oh mein Gott. Ich will nicht, dass du hörst, wie ich die ganze Zeit Englisch rede. Und ich hoffe, du hast auch die ganze Zeit nicht zugehört, wie ich die letzte Stunde einfach Englisch rede. Hat der einfach Rosen. Der Spender. So basically it should work now. We have both sections. The timer is set correctly. And after pressing the button, a message is sent to the MQTT broker. And the Node-RED server of the Raspberry Pi should send a message back. And it should get updated as soon as the timer hits the breakpoint. And let's see. Pressing the button, like now 5, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, it's not working. That's not good. I don't like this at all. Yeah, this is working good. Danke dir, Ole, für das Ich liebe dich. Danke. Woher hast du überhaupt die Münzen? Aber danke dir. Du hast jetzt 2 Münzen geschickt? Geil. Ehre. So wollte ich schon immer mein Geld ausgeben. Fühle ich. Das ist ein Banger. So. The timer's not working. But why? Why is it not working? So I'm starting the timer whenever the component gets initialized. Viel Spaß. Danke, danke. Und einfach nochmal das. Geil. Oder ich glaube, du kannst sogar so ein Geschenk oder so kaufen und dann kannst du dir. Ah nee, das Geschenk ist was anderes. Ich wollte gerade sagen, du kannst dir so eine Kiste kaufen und dann Münzen zurückholen oder so, aber ich glaube, das funktioniert nicht. Ich glaube, das wäre ein unendlich Money-Glitch. So after initializing, the timer should start. But it's not starting. Let's see if this timer... No. What? Maybe now? What? What's happening? Uninitialized. Something ain't working here. Something is different. Well, the timer gets started whenever the component is initialized. And that is correct, I would say. But the timer's not getting cold. But why? Uninitialized. Start timer. And this timer is not getting... That's weird. Really weird. Not working as well. Uninitialized. On parameter set async. Is this working? What? No. This is quite interesting. This timer is not... The timer function gets called. Oh, wait a minute. I maybe know it. This is not the reason, no? Uninitialized. Oh, I know it. I forgot the override part. Of course it's not working. Yeah. So the timer should start now. Start timer. Well, now it's getting cold. Okay. So the timer should do his thing. But the timer is going for the refresh interval. And after setting the last refresh interval, I need this. I need to start the timer back again. Well, I don't want to load it in. Oh, no. That's not good. That's right. That was right. I need it in the second timer. Because the timer is now starting, and after refreshing or updating the refresh interval, the timer should get started back again. Okay, let's see if it's working every 30 seconds. And then maybe... Okay, let's see, like 10 seconds. It worked. Okay, so basically it's working. So we are going to send a new value, like 3.5k. So I can see a difference, and we are sending a value. And in like 6 seconds, both sections should be updated. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Oh. Wait a minute. I forgot something. Whenever I press the button to send messages, I need to start both timers. Now it should work. Yeah, we need a different value. For example, 2000. Put it in here and refresh the page and see if it gets updated within a few seconds. Nope, that's not working. But why? But why is it not working? I started the timer. So we are going for this. Start timer with interval of 5 seconds, right? Start timer. Well, after this timer, yeah. Last refresh interval. Start timer. Start timer 30 seconds. Refresh interval, water level. This, we can use this in here. Where is it? 30 seconds in here. And that should be all. Now all things should be set. So, after pressing the buttons, the timer should start timer. Then the old timer should dispose itself. Yeah, the timer is disposing itself. And then a new timer with the new refresh time is set and should update itself every 5 seconds. And then load the water levels and so on. Let's see if it's working. Let's see if it's working or not. Not quite sure. This. I can do this. And we need a different value. A value like 1000. This, and now press the button. And see. And it's not getting refreshed. This is bad. And I don't know why. Okay. Wait, do I need to stop the... Change... Can I kill it? Or can I kill this timer? For example? Change... Start? No. Okay, I'm starting the timer whenever I click the button. Right? But it's still not working quite well. Interesting stuff. Not gonna lie. Really interesting stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no. Am I using the same count variable and that's why it's not working? Count, start timer. Oh, that's maybe the reason. Yeah, that's the reason. Private count and private count refresh. Reset interval. Count reset interval. This could be the solution. This. This. Let's see if it's working now. This is interesting. Put it in here. So, the browser, open the browser, change the message to 4K, water level at 4K, and click this button. Message is sent, but it's not getting updated. Oh, after 19 seconds, well, it's okay. But now every 5 seconds? 6 seconds, yes. Well, maybe I need to build a section in that the chart is not getting updated if the water levels are the same. So if the last water level is the same, or if the timestamp of the last water level is the same as before, then this chart shouldn't be updated. But now it's good. It's updated every 5 seconds, and whenever the 60 seconds is reached, I think the refresh interval should be back to normal. Back to 30 seconds, for example. It should be normal now. Yes. This is working quite well. So the next step would be that the chart is not updated after each message to the database. So basically, whenever I get the levels back and see that nothing has changed, the chart shouldn't be updated because it's not relevant. Yeah, so I think this is it for today. Was quite rough, to be honest, because I made some mistakes, but I'm happy that I put both components together and now have a timer for both components and not just one timer for each component. And so both components get rendered again at the same time, and maybe we need now a breakpoint or something else that the chart is not being updated when if the data is not changed or hasn't changed to the last state. Yes, it was fun. I hope everyone has a great day, and maybe see you tomorrow. Not sure, maybe on Saturday. So have a great day and see you soon.